What is up, Twitch and YouTube? My name is Chaos, and the reason why I'm doing this video is to show you a little bit of the Crota end raid weapons. A lot of people, a lot of new people are going to be joining us in September with the DLC drops, and a lot of people right now don't know that one of the best weapons, in my opinion, in the game came from the end Crota raid. Actually, two of the best weapons, one for PvE and one for PvP. So let's start off with the road of Crota. Yeah, the Word of Crota. Word of Crota is the hand cannon with void damage, great for PvE when void burn is on. Zen moment causing damage with this weapon increases stability, so that's really good for a hand cannon. Also, it has high disruptor and explosive round, so it's good for crowd control, especially against Thrall. But obviously the best crowd control weapon against Thrall would have to be Fatebringer. For PvP, it is not too bad, but it's not the best either. So, it's not on my high recommended list, but for PvE-wise, it's a fun gun to use. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. And also, like I said, for Void, it's pretty good as well. So, just a quick look at this here. These are level 30 right here, and I'm level 34, so obviously you can understand why I'm one-shotting them. But, even so, as you can see, it's pretty good. So, once we go back up here, next gun on my list is the... I don't even remember the name. Light of the Abyss. Light of the Abyss, a arc fusion rifle. I don't like fusion rifles, just to let you guys know. That's why I haven't even upgraded this thing yet. Basically, this comes with crowd control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. It also comes with another skill tree, skip rounds, enhanced battery, and speed reload. If you're going to use this in PvE, I would recommend either having the reload speed or the enhanced battery, because skip rounds, that's probably one of the most useless perks there is in the game. But enhanced battery increases magazine size, or like I said, reload speed. One or the other is pretty useful. After that, you got hip fire, and also once again you have hive disruptor, so which means you deal bonus damage to hive, majors, or ultras. To be honest with you, I don't know if you see that much of a difference, but let's try and see right here. It is pretty good for PvE. Oh, there we go. As you can see, I took half his health in 2 shots. So, there you go. 4 shots for a hive, major, ultra on level 30 when you're 34. So it's pretty good. PvE is pretty good, especially for arc. PvP is also, it's not too bad. It's still up there, but there are far better fusion rifles that this one is. After that, let's go to Abyss Defiant. Abyss Defiant is a auto rifle solar. It's good for PvE only. Obviously, it's not good in PvP because they nerfed the crap out of PvP auto rifles. So, here's my choices. Focus fire, because you don't fire that much from the hip when you're aiming down the sights. It does bonus damage. Perfect balance. This one gives you single point sling and movement speed +2. That's not something I would recommend highly, more than perfect balance, because I like aiming down the sights and knowing my headshots are going to be a lot more accurate. And last but not least, Lich Bane. Projectiles have a chance to disorient hive wizards. To be honest with you, I've had a chance to count on my hands how many times that's actually taken effect. It's almost inexistent in my opinion. Daybreak, what do you think of that perk?
Like, do once out of every clip, if you're lucky there.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, it doesn't come on often enough in my opinion, so it's not very much useful, but hey, So let me try it out here just to show you guys. Let's see if it's going to disorient this wizard. See, it didn't even disorient it, and it had almost full health, so it's good for PvE. That's pretty much all it's good for, especially for solar damage. It's pretty good against hive as well. Hive, majors, and ultras. I just want to see if I can find one here.
Yeah, it would be a good weapon if you didn't have any other primary for solar damage.
Pretty much.
It's a pretty easy and quick one to get.
Even the mage, the boomer over there, had a hard time killing him. So I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent, but I mean, it's not on my top list for primaries. But for solar burn, it's pretty good. Now let's go to the next one, which is Swordbreaker. Let me just get out of the fire over here. Okay, so Swordbreaker, very good shotgun for PvE. Deals a lot of damage. Rate of fire is pretty high, in my opinion. It's almost as fast as Invective, in my opinion. Smooth ballistics, because the other one, they just decrease stability immensely and increase range and impact just a little, so this one here is better. Hammer Forged, you know, it increases range, yes, for PvP. For PvE, not so much. I'd prefer having reload speed even faster. And once again, when held, bonus movement speed +2. You know, not that very useful. I mean, I'm pretty quick for Titan as it is, so I don't need more movement speed. And Hive Disruptor is already on. PvE-wise, this gun is a beast, especially for Void Burn. It's devastating how good it is against Majors and Ultras. Watch this. So that's a 3-shot right there. Let's try against this one over here. Okay, I was not that close to him, and I still got that 1 shot. I mean, it's pretty good overall. I mean, it just blows crap up, you know? It's a really good PvE weapon, as you can see there. It's very easy to use. Rapid fire is pretty high up there as well. So those are all things I take into account, especially when you're doing the End of Crota raid and you're trying to solo it. As a Titan, it is very hard, but since this thing has Grenadier, kills with this weapon reduces cooldown of your grenades. If you have Armentarium and you have Void Spike Grenades, you can basically stop a Hive army right behind you. They're just going to stop. It's a wall of void damage, and you can get some really easily with this shotgun. This is one of the guns I equip when I solo the End of Crota raid. But everybody has their own preferences. This is my choice. Next on our list are going to be Fang of Iriute. Fang of Iriute is Scout Rifle Arc. It has what I call a target mark, which is not the best perk ever. Highlights enemies briefly. The thing is, though, they don't show up behind walls. They're only going to show up like in your clear side of vision. They're not going to show up behind walls. It doesn't show through walls at all. So it's not that useful in my opinion. The other thing is here, Spray and Play increases the reload speed of this weapon when the mag is empty, so that's always useful, obviously. Scout Rifles, 15 rounds in a mag, you know, it empties pretty fast. I keep high caliber rounds, oversized rounds built to stagger enemies. I like enemies to stagger most of the time. Perfect balance, well, my opinion, Scout Rifles don't need that much of perfect balance unless it's really down, which in this case it's not really worth it. And Field Scout, well, you know, there's no point in my opinion to have that many rounds. Third Eye, I consider this a very good perk for PvP, not for PvE, but still, you know, it's useful. Not as much for PvP in my opinion, and it has Hive Disruptor. The only thing about this gun that I do not like is that when... What the heck? How did you die?
I saw a little, like, lamp sitting on the ground down there, and I was curious.
Okay, so as I was saying, it is really easy to miss headshots with his gun when you're strafing. See that? I was on his head, in my opinion. I mean, it's just not as good as other scout rifles that I'm aware of, like Daybreak, what's the scout rifle from Vault of Glass? Vision of Confluence, also aka Vision of Confidence. It's not as good as Vision of Confluence. This gun here, I mean,
Vision of Confidence.
This gun here is pretty good, but I mean, I don't know why. I miss... Like, I'm really on his head, almost, and I'm still missing headshots. It's not... It's not on my scout rifle list, that's for sure. So, I mean, it's good for PvE, not for PvP, but that's, you know, take it or leave it. Up to you.
If you're facing off against 5 majors, it's pretty good.
Nah, no, not in my opinion, but hey.
Because you get double hit.
Now, here's one gun that should have been considered, in my opinion, an exotic, which is seeked like an exotic, the Black Hammer. Also called the Hammer. Or also called the Black. Okay.
Or the
Yeah.
Black Hammer.
So basically, this sniper has
Go with that.
a perk that I consider should have been an exotic. Rapidly landing through precision shots will refill your magazine. When it says refill the magazine, it doesn't take ammo from your reserve. It creates 3 new shots out of thin air. So unlimited shots, and you have no wait time. Opposite to Icebreaker. Sadly, this perk will be nerfed when the DLC comes out, so all you new guys will not have had the pleasure of experiencing unlimited ammo at a ridiculous fire rate. But, you know, it's still a good PvE weapon. PvP, it's not that good in my opinion, because every time you pull the trigger, it goes up, like, drastically. The stability of the weapon just increases. It just shoots up every single time you pull the trigger. So it's not my best PvP weapon. I also put reload speed even faster, so the reload speed is almost maxed out, if not maxed out. Perfect balance, you know, yes, you could put that if you're doing PvP, but, you know, I prefer using for PvE. And aiming down the sights with incredibly fast, I don't use that at all. So, let me show you what I mean here. And I missed my 3rd shot. I love it.
Aren't the ogres still alive?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, they're not.
Okay, Boomer. Okay, thank you. I think some guys should come out of the door here. No? Okay. So let's
Further in.
just keep moving forward, and I'll be able to show you guys what I mean about this gun.
Crota, the ritual has begun.
Oh.
Ow.
Whatever. I wasn't trying to get 3 headshots on that, but, you know. Alright. Where are the enemies? Okay, maybe shouldn't have called it out. Okay, there we go.
Ow.
Okay, so here comes a very good area to show you guys the power of the Black Hammer, guys. I believe there should be some enemy. Okay, if I could stop having cursed thralls for a second, I could be able to show you guys, but this game is not very generous when it wants to be.
It's just gonna be cursed for all the next room too.
Sure about that?
I think so.
I know it is in here. Cursed thrall main area here. Okay, so I'm going to keep moving forward.
I may have got myself trapped outside the map. Never mind, I'm good.
Okay, so here we should have some majors or ultras.
Find the Wakers. Stop them.
I mean, the impact is pretty decent as well on this gun. Okay, so we're going to try it out right here. So, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. There you go. 3 new bullets. If they could stop hiding.
Without
Yeah.
reloading.
If it was a spider tank, we could be killing these things really fast. There you go. 3 new bullets. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. This gun is just a beast, and every critical shot gives you, every 3 critical shots gives you a new round. Oh, watch this. I'm going to have fun right here. I always wanted to do this. Boom! It's clear. Okay, so next on our list, not Black Hammer, not secondaries, not primary. Oh yeah, primaries. That, in my opinion, one of the most overlooked weapons when it comes to PvP, Oversoul Edict. Yes, the impact is extremely low. Fire rate is critical on this. It 4 shots everything, and the same time it would normally 3 shot something. Just, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but Gillian's Demise, I can outgun it. I can outgun the Scholar. I can outgun Thorn. I can outgun Messenger. Obviously, Messenger, if someone is good with it, they can kill me. But this gun, since it has so many bullets in the mag, and with rate of fire on at that point, it forgives you so much. And it's so good, it's ridiculous. PvE-wise, it's not that critical. It's still a very good gun, but for PvP, this gun, I'm surprised it's not used more than it is right now. It's my main PvP gun. I don't know how much emphasis I can put on this gun. It is really good. So let's just show you how it shoots and how it feels. I mean, like I said, as you can see here, it's not doing that much damage for PvE. It's not doing that much damage. So I mean, that's why I don't rely on it for PvE. But I mean, it's still a very good gun to have for PvE. I don't know how much more emphasis I can put on this gun. I love it. It's great, and it's perfect for PvP. So what the heck? I got 3 critical shots and sometimes it does that lag. Forgive it. Sometimes it does. Okay, so now on our list, Song of Irute. One of the most, I would say, one of the guns I use the less, underused. It's a bullet machine.
So unstable.
It's not that good in my opinion. You would use any other gun. I would use Jolder's Hammer over this for PvE. Just because it has a higher impact. I mean, it throws bullets and doesn't do that much damage. I mean, look at this. Level 30 Hollowed Ogre, fully maxed out Song of Irute did not kill it with 1 full mag. That just goes to show that, in my opinion, this gun is not your PvE choice of weapon. Obviously, it's good for Hive, but I think something else might have killed it even if it didn't have Hive Disruptor. I mean, it has projectiles can overpenetrate through Hive critical Night Wall of Darkness, so that's pretty good. Grenadier, pretty good for me in this case because I only have Discipline and Intellect, no Strength. And I mean, reload speed faster. That's all I would recommend about this gun. PvE when there's Arc, that's it. Last but not least, Hunger Crota. For all the people who are sadly still seeking the power of the G-Horn or the God Horn or the Gal Horn, the Hunger Crota is a replacement, in my opinion, for that. If you don't have Hunger Crota, it would be Hazen Vengeance. Both of them have cluster bombs. Hunger Crota has tracking. Tracking basically is really good when you're going up against big enemies, let's for say Crota. So has heavy payload, so blast radius is pretty high up there. Velocity is pretty good as well. Only can hold 2 rockets in the mag. I mean, if you don't have Galhorn, this is the PvE weapon to have, especially for fire burns. solar burns. So I mean, it's pretty good for PvE. PvP, I would not recommend it. PvP, you do not want this gun, but it's pretty good as it is. So if you don't have Gjallarhorn, take this one. The only difference with this one and Hazen Vengeance is Hazen Vengeance has tripod instead of tracking. So if you don't mind the tracking as much as the other one, Hazen Vengeance is pretty good, and it has Oracle Disruptor instead of Hive Disruptor. So I would actually take On the Crota for PvE. If not, Hazen Vengeance is an excellent choice. So let me just show you what I mean here. Cluster bombs, let's admit it, it doesn't do crap. So I mean, don't expect it to kill anything with this. Just pop a heavy. Ow. Ow. Ow.
I can.
So as you can see there, it deals a lot of damage. Two shot on a Hive Major. And I missed that? Okay. It's good in general. I mean, like I said, it's a replacement for Gjallarhorn. Gjallarhorn, I don't use it in PvP. I use my Tomorrow's Answer. And, I mean, that's pretty much all it is when it comes to weapons in this On the Crota raid. Now let's do a full demonstration and kill these guys. How about it? What the heck are you doing there?
Dying.
How'd you get there?
Oh. I glitched out of it.
Okay.
I saw a hole.
While you do that, I'm gonna kill these guys here.
Got it 20 seconds to stop now. I would say Hunger of Crota is a pretty good blunderbuss, if nothing else. Because with all the little finisher rockets it puts off, it just gives you that much more opportunity to put damage
Yeah, pretty
out.
much.
This is never matter. And look what it
The
does
crystal.
with little
Destroy
Crota.
it.
Gonna lob 2 of my grenades right under him, and no, I thought he was already dead there.
He's breathing.
Oh, I was gonna golden kneecap him. Well, and there you have it, folks. That's my opinion on the Crota and Raid weapons. When it comes to choice, main choices: Swordbreaker, Black Hammer, Oversoul Edict, Hunter of Crota. Those are my main ones. Other ones, you know, you use them for Void, Solar, or Arc Burn. Other than that, you know, they're not that good, in my opinion. But hey, take it or leave it. This was my opinion on the weapons with my good friend Daybreak here. Don't forget, today is Trials of Osiris, so don't forget to follow us. We are going to be kicking ass, not using Thorn or Last Word. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Have a great day, guys. Peace.